We're a global leader in services for the wireless industry with a dedicated team focused on driving the wireless category at retail. We manage the wireless device supply chain for manufacturers, operators, and retailers all over the world. And increasingly, we're finding how important retail has actually become. And certainly by the turnout here, it implies to us that you also see that. We thought that since there's been such a change in kind of how wireless is being sold and marketed, and truly that there's been new services and capabilities that have come into the retail marketplace, it would make a lot of sense for us to look at bringing on some experts in that field and share their expertise with you.
What it really comes down to is kind of three things: people, process, and process would include the tools and technology that you would need to be able to enable the process, and really at the end of the day it's about profitability. What are we selling, what are we doing, and what are we doing to make sure that that customer, to your point, is sticky later on for the retailer, for the carrier, for anybody who's involved. So from a people standpoint, and this is, the heart and soul of our business is people driven. If you don't have the right people in the first place who are passionate about this, and then give them the tools, the education, the understanding of the sales process, and all of those things, then the customer experience is not going to be good. Then you add on to that the tools that facilitate and enable them to be able to do their jobs appropriately and really give a nice customer experience.
We all know that recycling and returning devices is good for the environment, but unfortunately that's often not enough to get consumers to act. How can we incorporate programs like trade-ins that address the ecosystem of old devices, but still make economic sense for the carrier, the manufacturer, and the consumer?
The value creation is really that you offer an inducement for an individual to come back into your store where they are rendered an offer that is basically generating store currency for them to spend that value in your store. Some retail locations today, you don't even have to turn that phone into a new phone. I can go shopping for groceries with the dollars that I have. So some of the major retailers are now offering buyback programs where you can turn your phone into groceries. So that commodity that is otherwise in the drawer and lost is something that should be recaptured and placed back into use.